This is part 2 of the video of me showing you around. I didn't want to make it too long because people will be asleep by the end of it and they might know what happened. So just take you in here, see if I can get a video in half decent light of the other W model. Hiding behind there, getting covered in dust. I think I've showed you all the tyres before. They're the float tyres. They're the front super singles. Chrome. What are they? Chrome. Super chrome. So they're Aussie chromed rims. They're going on the front of the S2. It's pretty nice in here really for how long it's been off the road. Even the steering wheel's, like, it's a bit worn, but it's in decent shape. So I just leave it in the shed because there's no faster way to ruin a truck than to leave it out. So I'm excited to do this one after the other one as well, because the S2 will just be a bit of a practice. The old school shifter. So yeah, that's the W model. I think this is a 73 and the S2 is a 74. It's got even older school spiders on the front. I can't remember what those hubs are called. They have a special name for that old style. External oil filter, one of the big canisters, ugly battery box, and that's what I was doing on it. This has still got 10 R20s on it, tube tyres, so very old school on this one. But I need more thinking to do about how I'm going to do that one. I had that bull bar. It won't go on that one now because I'm going to put a bumper on that one. But it could go on the S2 because I wouldn't mind getting rid of that heavy steel one. It's a bit too heavy. It doesn't look too bad, but there's the 113H gumboot. So that's 11 litre engine, heavy 6 rod style suspension in the back. So that's the heavy 6 rod. Bartlett ball, so I can put that tag trailer in the first video behind this if I wanted. And then here's the 112M truck and dog. Big ask for a 320 horse engine, and that's the little 6 rod there. So I see a lot lighter duty than this big spring pack, and those control rod bushes are massive on this one, and then look at the size of them on this one. So it's just a lighter truck overall, tears lighter. It's the leftovers from my blown tyre the other day because I'm running some older recaps. In the hotter weather, they don't like it. They just delaminate and go bang. But because they're so old, they do last a long time because the rubber's that hard. So it still cleans up all right. Funny looking trucks, but they get the job done. Then we got here, this isn't mine, an old Allen, what's this? L9000. It's like the Aeromax style, not like the old LNTs and LTLs. These don't look as good. They're the same cab, I think. It's got a 12.7 Detroit in it. It's like 350 horse or 400, but it feels like 200. It's gutless, empty. A big old power screen. It's another job for someone. Make it go is the job description, but that'll be when I get to it. And then here we have, rusting into the ground, an old single drive Ford Cargo. It was a sweeper. We took the sweeper body off and welded a turntable on it. It's a old greasy plate turntable. That's the original one off the W model in the shed. So we just put on this to pull the float around, because that's the float that's going to go behind the S2. I'll just give you a quick look at the engine before I walk away from it. It's a slant 6 Ford diesel. I don't know what litres it is, what size or horsepower or anything. But see, there's the injector pump there. There's no bank on the other side. It's just slant 6 over this side, intake exhaust on the same side. Got an Allison Auto in it, an old Detroit Allison thing. It goes pretty good for what it is. It sounds good. Hasn't been going for a while because the float's been here for a little while, so I'll have to give it a start on camera one day. It sounds pretty good for a slant 6 for what it is. So there's that. Another 75 series Land Cruiser, which I got from auction. I've got to fix it up and sell it at some point. Needs some rust repairs. It's got holes in the floor and those tyres to go on it, because the tyres on it are worn out. Here's the float. So it's got outriggers on it, put boards on it, just standard neck, not drop neck. There's the new rims that those tyres will go on, because originally it had 15-inch tube tyres, so they're going. All the brakes and everything are there. Just needs boosters, air tanks, air lines, and everything else in between. So needs ramps on the back. Someone's had them there at one point, but now they're gone, so I'll get ramps on the back. New boards, paint, lights, shiny stuff. There's another 112M, no engine or gearbox. It's been pretty butchered, so it's just for parts pretty much. It's not mine, it's another bloke's that I let keep here. It's got some good stuff on it, but not much. But a few bits I could use on mine if I ever needed to, so it can stay there for a while. Then we come over here. This is my 25-ton digger that was burnt. I'll try and find a photo of what it used to look like. It's just a Lugong, which is a China digger. It's reasonably old, probably about 15-20 years old now. It's got a 12 valve Cummins in it. That's why I bought it originally, because I originally bought it to put the engine in my ute, but then I found another one, so I thought, why not fix this? And then that was sort of the start of my earth moving buying obsession along with trucks. So repainted it all. This is a wood shear that we shear logs with. All the oversized logs that are too big to be cut for firewood, we shear them with this first, and then they can be cut for firewood or go through their smaller chipper, which is 18-inch opening. So a lot of the logs they get are bigger than that, so we shear them down to size. But it's been a pretty good digger. It's definitely paid for itself. Done a lot of hours in it, doing different jobs with the shear on it and bucket, and now I got the screening bucket for it. So we've got soil there that we screen up. So not bad for a 20-year-old China digger, but it's got good Cummins and hydraulic pump's good. But I'll find a photo. It was then. The engine bay was all pretty burnt, like the hydraulic pump was off it, no hoses on it, so I had to figure out where all they went. And then this is where it sits and works now. So there you go. This is the yard where all the wood comes and we chip, and that's sheared wood that we did with the wood shear. So they were big logs and definitely wouldn't fit through the wood chipper. So there you go. There's a look at the Diesel Down Under HQ. So if the YouTube channel does better than the business, I have to change the stickers on that from JKP Plant Hire to Diesel Down Under. But anyway, there's my big sandpit that the neighbours probably don't like, but I like it, so it's okay. Alright, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go hide from the flies now because they're trying to attack me. And hope you enjoyed part 2 of the tour of all the stuff. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.